I mean, it's bad product. It is bad product. And you guys cannot expect the fans to stick around for this. Shout out to Caitlin Clark for trying to go out there and put on a show. Shout out to her for trying to go out there and put on a show. Marina Mabry. You had Clark pulling up from the parking lot. You know, she did what she could do. She tried to entertain the people. You know, but I mean, again, overall, it's bad product. You got Angel Reese missing layups. You got, shout out to Dominique Malanga for the dunk. That was fire, clean flush. Outside of Caitlin Clark early flurry, she actually tried. I actually saw Caitlin Clark playing offense and defense. She was actually trying to get steals. She actually played somewhat hard.
Angel Wilson admits it. I was trying to get out of the way. Angel Wilson says, I was trying to get out of the way. It's the All-Star game. Angel Wilson was ready for the...
You ever blocked a shot that you didn't mean to block?
Right. Angel was not supposed to do that. I was trying to get out of the way. I do not like to block shots during All-Star games because what am I doing? So yeah, no, I've never had that happen to me and I'm so sorry.
Angel Reese showed up to the 2026 All-Star game at the United Center and barely played like she wanted to be there at all. And now, less than 48 hours after that game wrapped, the chatter inside league circles isn't about whether she gets picked again next year. It's about whether anybody actually wants her back on that stage in the first place.
The clumsiest player ever, sloughed down once again. Why can Angel Reese not stay up on her own 2 feet and always on the floor, man? Is it those shitty Reeboks? What is it? You always on the ground like the piece of trash that you are. Look at you. The clumsiest player ever. Always tripping over her own 2 feet. Always flopping on the floor. Shoes always coming off. Angel Reese, you need to go get checked out. Slow.
This supposed to be the one night all season where Reese and Caitlin Clark finally shared the same court under fair neutral conditions, and home crowd tilting anything. No coach protecting her minutes. Just cameras, a stacked roster, and every player getting evaluated on what they actually brought that night. That's the whole point of an all-star game. Strip away the regular season noise and just watch who actually competes when the format gives everyone an equal shot at the
Angel Wilson is like, dude, just go make your layup, please. Like, just can we get this over with? Please, just make your layup. Angel Reese doesn't look at, and she gets blocked. Angel Wilson looks at her and laughs in her face. Folks, this is how bad. This is how bad. Folks, how does this even happen? How does this even happen?
For Reese specifically, this was supposed to matter even more than it did for most of the other players in that locker room. She'd spent the weeks leading up to the game publicly unhappy about getting snubbed from the starting lineup, calling the whole selection process disrespectful. Walking into United Center. She had every reason in the world to come out and make a statement, prove the doubters wrong, show the league she belonged in that starting five after all. Instead, what fans got was a performance that did the exact opposite of proving.
My goodness, was the arrival of Barbie. And after she arrived, she took the court, and Angel Wilson, well, let's just say she got the best of Angel Reese. Angel Reese was so bad that Angel Wilson literally blocked one of her shots. Didn't even mean to. Didn't even mean to. Was trying not to really play any defense on her. And all Asia could do was laugh.
What she brought was a string of missed free layups that a middle school player would be embarrassed by. Uncontested looks under the rim, the kind of shot she's built her entire reputation on finishing. And she kept clanking them off the front of the iron. And hand in her face. No traffic, just Reese, an open rim. And a shot that wouldn't fall. That's not bad luck. That's a player who looked completely disengaged from the moment the ball tipped off. It's worth pointing out how basic these misses actually were. This wasn't a contested fadeaway, or a tough in traffic where you can chalk it up to a defender doing their job. Then there's the sequence everyone's replaying today. Reese got what looked like a completely free run at the basket, the kind of breakaway that's basically a layup line drill in an exhibition setting where nobody's supposed to actually defend hard. A'ja Wilson trailed the play, and by her own account afterward, she wasn't even trying to contest.
You play the Angels clip. I mean, the Angel Reese clip. I mean, just terrible. Like, what the hell is that? What is that? A'ja Wilson is laughing at her like, how did you even do that? We know you mess up all the time, but how did you muster up that? How did you find a way to do that? Look, then she falls down. I mean, come on, girl.
Wilson has said flat out that she was actually trying to get out of the way rather than step in and block the shot, which is standard all-star etiquette when someone's got a clean run to the rim and she still ended up swatting it clean off the glass. Reese then tripped over her own feet jogging back down the floor, stumbling in a way that had nothing to do with contact or a defender being in her path. Think about how rare that actually is. A'ja Wilson is one of the most respected veterans in the league, someone who's played in this exact exhibition setting for years, and knows exactly how to hold back and let a scorer through. For her to still end up blocking the shot purely by accident tells you everything about how slow and unprepared Reese looked on that specific play. This wasn't a defender playing hard, this was a defender actively trying not to interfere, and Reese still couldn't get past her.
Overblock the shot that you didn't mean to block.
Right. Angel was not supposed to do that. I was trying to get out of the way. Do not like to block shots during All-Star games because what am I doing? So yeah, no, I've never had that happen to me, and I'm so sorry.
Wilson apologized for it after the final buzzer. She said she doesn't like blocking shots during All-Star games because the whole format is built around letting scorers cook and giving fans a show, not around playing real defense. She said she's never had a moment like that happen to her before, where she blocked a shot she was actively trying to avoid contesting. And she said she was sorry about it landing on Reese specifically. But here's the thing, that apology can undo. It happened because Reese was moving so slow and so out of rhythm that even a defender trying not to block her still managed to get there in time. That's not on Wilson. If anything, that apology says more about Wilson's character than it does about the actual play itself. Now, to be fair to Reese for 1 second, she wasn't the only one coasting out there. All-star games across every league are notorious for low-effort defense and showcase-style scoring runs, and this year's WNBA edition was no different in that regard. Players were lobbing alley-oops with zero resistance, letting scorers walk into threes, and generally treating the whole thing like a scrimmage instead of a competitive basketball game.
At this rate, do away with the All-Star game. Just name All-Stars, throw the weekend away, or if you're just going to give them a weekend off in the middle of the season, that's fine. Give them the weekend off. Don't have no events. Just let the players go on vacation for the weekend or whatever they're going to do, and do away with this, because this is terrible. People like $400 for that. And Caitlin Clark had to call them out. Angel Reese looking terrible, rolling her ankles out of nowhere, getting layups, missed layups, blocks. I mean, just A'ja Wilson missing layups. I mean, it's just terrible product. Terrible product. Gabby Williams, horrible. Kalia Copper, airballing 13-foot jump shot. Just bad product all around. I'm disgusted.
That lack of urgency showed up in the final score. 2, a track meet with almost no actual defense played by either side. For most of the 40 minutes, fans on social media were pointing out within the first quarter that nobody out there looked like they wanted to actually compete, and by halftime, that sentiment had basically become the entire storyline of the broadcast. Fans pay attention to these games specifically because they want to see the league's best players compete against each other without the burden of a long, regular season grind. When that competitive spirit is missing across the board, the entire event loses its purpose. But even accounting for that general low-effort trend across the